it's Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining me. Please consider subscribing and hit the alert for future videos. Today what I'm going to be doing is a July week 3 check-in and cash stuffing for July week 4. If you have followed along with me this month, I did mix up my budget a little bit this month. Couple of reasons. One, I like to mix it up if I like I'm getting into such routine that I'm not really intentionally spending money or saving money. And second is I did have a week of vacation, which kind of threw my budget off, and my husband is traveling this month, so I didn't have to worry about some of the bills that we normally have to pay. Or money that I spend if he was here and I was here. So this check-in is going to be from the 23rd of July, and then I'll do a recap for the month on the 30th and start my August budget on July 30th. My husband and I will get paid on the 30th because that is the last day before the first of the month, the new month. So let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do is start with the 17th because I did my cash stuffing and video on the 17th. So the 16th was already covered in my last video, so I'm going to start here. I had two expenses for gas, $31 and $13. And this probably should have come out of vacation because I had borrowed my daughter's car. So before I give it back to her, I gassed it up and washed it. But I went ahead and left it in my monthly budget. So 31 and 13 for car means I am really over. So my budget for the month was $200. And I have spent, let's move this over, 48, 29, 18, 8, 49 minus 13 minus 31. Actually, I have $4 left, and I have to fill up my car this week. So I am going to go over in gas. I will probably take it off my allowance. I think I have money left for my allowance. I really just wanted to keep the $300 I pulled from vacation and not take any more out. I am getting ready to go on a big trip in September. And while everything is paid, I know I'm going to want spending money or money for food, things like that. So I kind of really am trying to protect that vacation account. So I'm going to leave it as the $300 I've already used and try to get the rest of this month out of this budget. Okay, so for eating out, I am definitely going to be over. So on Saturday, I spent $46 at Streets of New York. We were watching the Suns game, so I picked up a pizza. Starbucks for $20. And that's the Starbucks reload for my card, so it's actually, I didn't spend it all, but I reloaded my card, so I take it out then. $25 for waffles and more. And $32 for Bambinos, so 32 plus 25 plus 20 plus 46 is 123. Okay, so I'm really over here. So I had $53 left in my budget. 53 minus 123. I am now over $70. Alrighty then. Okay. And then for groceries, I spent $50 at Walmart, $58 at Fry's, so $108. I had $130 in my budget. I spent $108, $22 I have left. For giving, I'll just do that right now. I spent $100 on Sunday. Was my birthday, but I did go online I just got up early to watch it before everybody got up. And so I have 100 left for this week. And then for allowance, let's see, I spent $22 on Amazon, so I need to put that back in my bank envelope, and $6 at Lowe's. So I only spent $28. So I started with $156 minus $28. I have $128 left. And then household, I didn't spend anything, but I'm over $136. But you saw me put that back into the into my back to bank because it had come out of my checking account. Entertainment, I did not spend anything. And then personal care, I did not spend anything. So I've been trying to go get a pedicure for probably 2 weeks now. And then my daughter for my birthday gave me a very generous gift card to the salon that we go to get our nails done. So I will probably use that before I pull money out of personal care. And then I did schedule a hair cut and color for next month, which is going to be a lot more than what I would normally spend. But I really wanted to get it done before I went on my trip. So this is where I stand right now. I have 22 left for groceries. I'm down negative $70 in eating out. I have 128 in allowance, 100 in giving. I'm over 136 in household, entertainment 100, and personal care I have 80. So this is the cash I have left for the balance of the month so far. I believe it's 380, but so that's 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. So it's 379 is what I have left from my initial cash that I pulled out for this month. And then let me see what I still have in my wallet. There's a couple things that I really like about doing it this way. One is it feels a little bit more freeing, not quite so restrictive. As you can see, I have allowance money left, but normally I'm pulling from my allowance for food. So for going out. So it's just really kind of shifting the money. Maybe I need to bring down my allowance and bring up my eating out, or I need to stop eating out. One of the two. Okay, so in my wallet, I have left 100, 25, 30, 35, 40, 141. So I'm going to put this back into the pot. I'm going to show you what I did with my birthday money. Now the first thing I want to do is on my allowance, I did spend the $22 that came out from Amazon, so it came out of my account. So I'm going to put that $22 back into back to the bank. Normally I do it right after, but I did not do that this time. So I'm going to put this in my back to bank envelope. You saw me last time take $200 from the money I had left over and put it back into clothing. And then I'll show you what I also did with clothing. And then I kind of want to review gifts because this was the first time I ever pulled out gifts, money for sinking fund instead of transferring to my Capital One savings account for gifts. I actually took it out in cash, so it was $1,000. and I was getting a little confused, so I went ahead and wrote it all down on here. So I should have 576, I think that is. Is that a 2 or I think it's 576 left. So 100, 200, 300, over there, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 40, 60, 80, 500, 50, 70, 576. Okay, I have 576 left in gifting. Now it is my daughter's birthday next week, so I think what will happen is I'll keep this out for that. And then whatever is left, I'm gonna roll into August. I have 3 birthdays in August, so not nearly as many as I had in July, or as big of birthdays in July. So what I'll probably do is kind of just take this money and leave it in the envelope. I am really liking having cash for gifts and not using my card. My daughter doesn't know what she wants yet, so she may be getting cash. Or I might need to put it back into bank because what she wants is going to be from Amazon or something online. So that's where gift stands for the month so far. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is go to sinking funds first, and then we'll put the cash stuffing in for the next month. So for sinking funds, I really have not done a lot of damage here, so that is nice. So for Christmas and gifts, I started with 1,000. I still have 576. So I have used so far $476 for gifts. For fitness, I haven't done anything. Medical, I've just spent $19. For vacation, I started with $23.05. I added $600. I took out $300 in cash. So I currently have $2,605. So that will probably be just left intact for right now. For my Etsy shop, this is a record for me. I've only spent $18. So I started with $444. I added $500 and I've spent $18. So I'm not going to put that down because I still have a week left. Technology. What I did with my birthday money, I had saved $1,000 for my birthday, and I was going to use it for either doing a big party or dinner for everybody or buying myself something. So I originally used $300 when I bought my wallet. I do have a friend who works for a division of Louis Vuitton, so I did get it at a really, really good cost. I probably would have bought more, but I didn't want to be a pig, so I did buy my wallet. So that was $300 of it, and then I had $700 going into my birthday, which was like 5 days ago. I really didn't need anything or want anything. I tried to pay for dinner. We all went out for our birth. My sister and I have the same birthday. We are 5 years apart, but born on the same day. And she was out here from Chicago, so it was great getting to celebrate with her. But my brother-in-law picked up the bill because he's like, you shouldn't have to pay for your own dinner on your birthday. My husband is out of town right now. So I had $700 left in that envelope. So my first thought was just let it sit there and kind of chill and see what I needed. And then I thought, no, I really kind of want to be more intentional with it. So I took $200 out and just kind of use that to go do stuff. You know, I didn't want to have to track it. I just wanted to put money in my wallet and kind of just enjoy it. So I took $200 out. I took $300 and put it in my back to bank envelope for technology. So where's my back to bank? Here we go. So what I did was I just took a Post-it note. I'm gonna go put it back into the bank, and then I'll move it into my technology folder. And I just want it there in case my phone breaks, or you know, my iPad dies on me and I need to replace it. Then after I finish paying off my computer, which is this withdrawal for this month, then I'll still have enough to replace a phone or to buy an iPad, and I'll just keep adding to technology. So I decided I'm going to take $300 from that and put it into technology. And then I took the other $200 and I put it into clothing. So I figured that I am trying to beef this up. I know I'm going to need clothes before the trip, and I didn't really want to take it out of vacation. So I took the $200 from birthday and added it. So I now have $680 in clothing. Is that right? It doesn't look right. Let me see. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. Yeah, 680. So I have 680 in clothing. So that's the balance of my birthday envelope. So I'll put that envelope away until next year. Okay, savings challenge. So for this week in July, it is $145. July, the biggest month for birthdays, homeowners due, and of course the biggest number. I think December is the only other month that is high as this. So I'm like, fantastic. So 255 plus 145 is 400. There should be $145. So let me sort this really quick. I noticed on my last video I did not sort money and it was driving me crazy, so may have driven you crazy as well. So 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 400. Okay, so that is correct. And when I went out of town, I took all the cash that was in the envelopes and locked it all up because though I had people staying here, I just didn't want to worry when nobody was here, so everything got locked up in a safe, and that made me feel a lot more comfortable. So that's where my birthday money went. So I used all 700 of it, and the balance is 0. Clothing, you see the $200 from my birthday, and so I now have 680 unless I use something. And then technology started with 1,154. I added 300 for my birthday. For my birthday, I took out 462 to make the final payment on my computer, and so I'll have 992 left once I move that money in. So all in all, pretty good on my sinking funds this month. For my mom, I have not spent anything but that $9. I did like kind of restock her. We keep Snickers and little snacks that she likes to have in her room. I restocked that. I'm going to take that to her today, but I just took it out of groceries. I didn't take it out of her money because it really right now it's all kind of one amount. And then car fund, that's still, I haven't added to that, but you're going to see what I do to that fund in the month of August. It's very exciting. Okay. All of these have come in and been paid. So let's go ahead and put the money in for this week. Let me go back to bank because I always like to be visible with this. So 300 for technology, 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 24. So 4, 25, 30, 5, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. So 451 is going back to bank. And I'm not really, oh, I know what it was. It was the money for household. I'm like, why do I have so much in here? So money for household plus the 22 I just added. Plus I had some money actually in there from last month. So this will go back to bank. I think I will go ahead and deposit this versus let it roll over, but we'll see. The 300 for technology, I definitely will move over. Okay, so that leaves us for the week. We're gonna have extra money this week because I had only budgeted $379, but I didn't spend everything I had. So we have 100, 200, 40, 60, 80, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98. So almost 500. So I have 478 going into my wallet for week 4. So what I'd like to do is, I'm obviously going to need to use some for groceries. Eating out, I am going to lunch with a friend tomorrow, which is Saturday. And then on Monday, I'm going back on my go-low eating plan because I need to lose weight before I go on this cruise. I have 128 in allowance, 100 for giving, and giving stays in my account. Household, I did replace that money, but I had only budgeted $60, so you know, some of that money is my back to bank money. Entertainment, I still have 100, and personal care, I have 80. So I think what will happen is I'm going to try really hard to have some slush for this week, and then that will kind of help me when I'm cash stuffing for the month of August to add up those certain categories that I really want to add, like personal care, household, since I went so over, there's some things I need to buy that I'm holding off on now. And then of course my husband comes back at the beginning of August, so I want to have money for us to go out, even though he's been on the road for almost a month. So he's probably not going to want to go out. He's going to want meals made, which is great. I do eat better that way. And then I'm going to kind of decide, do I want to just go ahead and start more money in eating out? Do I want to keep this budgeting style for the month of August? I've really enjoyed it, but I think part of it is too because I was on vacation, so I spent really differently that week because we were all contributing to meals and gas and things like that. I don't know if that's going to work as good for me if I don't have that happening in the month of August. So we shall see. And then I really got to figure out my September budget. I'm going to be gone for almost, I think, 2.5 weeks. So I'm not sure how we're going to handle that one yet. So I'm going to put this money in my wallet for now. And just how I am tracking transactions is in a check register. So I started with 2,725, which was gifts, plus the 1,725 that was cash envelopes. I took all the money for the cash envelopes, plus the sinking funds for gifts, and that was my starting balance. And then when I do a transaction, I just write it in, what category I'm gonna code it to, and I just have a running total. So between gifts and what I just put in my wallet, I should have, let's see, 1,086.5 minus 22, 106. 1,064.50 is what I should have left, which is, I think, a few dollars off somewhere. I think in tips or things like that. I like lost a couple bucks, but pretty accurate to, what did I say? 5. I think I just said I put 5. I have 576 plus. Oh my gosh, my memory is gone. 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98. So plus 498 is $1,074 and I have $1,064. So $10 off, which I'm gonna call that a win. Okay, so that is my cash stuffing for week 3. I'm sorry. Check in for week 3, cash stuffing for week 4. And I am pleased because this was a big month for us as far as bills and birthdays, and I feel like there's just been a lot of money going in and out of my wallet, which has been great because the money's been there for it. So since I'm still staying on budget, I have not used my Capital One, but a few things that I couldn't do cash for, and I am enjoying like seeing the money leave instead of adding it up and keep pushing it back to my back to bank envelope. So far I am really enjoying this budget, this form of the budget. So please let me know down below how you are doing with your budget for the month of July. I hope you are all doing well and staying safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.